What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Our December woes just keeps getting worse and worse. Chelsea just lost to Atalanta away in the Champions League 2-1. Game that we should have won. How many times have I said that? So many times. And yeah, that's 4 games in a row that we haven't won a game. 2 losses, 2 draws. I don't even know where to start from. It was weird. It was a weird game because yes, I can't say that we deserved to win this game. I can say that because Atalanta in many moments of the game were better than us. But we could have taken our chances and we could have won this game. There have been games this season where we haven't played well, but we've won the game. This could have been one of them. This could have been one of those games where we would say, yes, we didn't play too good, but we took our chances and we won. I mean, the way the game started, it didn't look like we were going to score soon in the first half. It didn't look like it because it looked like the goal would to take some time before it to come because the Atalanta defensive block was solid. It was tight. They were defending and attacking on the counter, and their counter too was very, very sharp in the first half. I remember Lukman had a shot at goal that was blocked by Josh Champon. That's another thing. Josh Champon started this game and he was looking very, very bright. It was solid. So he was able to block that chance. And then there was also a chance where Lukman was through on goal and he came to make a very beautiful tackle to dispossess him. And even I think even with that one, he even played him offside. But even though he wasn't sure whether the offside trap worked, he chased him. He chased him down and was able to dispossess him. That's the kind of player I want to see. And I believe that if Josh had started ahead of Tosin in the Leeds game, we would have won. But yeah, I mean that's past and gone. So like I said, the way the game started, we couldn't penetrate that Atalanta defense. We just couldn't penetrate that line. They were lying so deep and they were very, very disciplined at the back. But eventually we got a breakthrough from Joao Pedro in the 25th minute. A very good cross from Reece James. So he was able to time his run very, very well, receive the ball, put in a very good low cross to find Joao Pedro, and Joao Pedro was there to stick a leg out and get it between the legs of the keeper. And that was our first chance or our first attempt at attacking in the first half, and we were able to take it properly. So that alone could give us some hope that, okay, we've taken our first chance. That means we're not messing around. Any chances that we'll get going forward, we will be able to take it. But it wasn't like that. And even after we scored, we were a little bit more comfortable. We were dominating possession more. We were in control of the ball more. But still, there were some areas that I felt like we were struggling, especially in the midfield. I mean, there's no hiding it that Enzo Fernandez is tired. I mean, he's fatigued. He looked very, very leggy, very, very tired, and was giving away balls left and right. He couldn't even make proper tackles. He was making unnecessary fouls. And Pedro Neto too wasn't really offering much in the first half. He wasn't really offering much at all. And Gittins too as well. I mean, sometimes I don't know with Gittins. Sometimes it's just a hit and miss. Some games he does very well. Some games he just goes missing. In the first half, he was promising, especially in the early minutes. He was promising, making good runs on the wing, but some of his crosses were so poor. Whenever he decided to take the Atalanta players on, he was easily dispossessed. He would go down easily. I mean, it was very poor from these players. Enzo Fernandez, we need to give him some rests. Him and Cucurella, I feel like they are tired. They are very, very tired. They are fatigued. They need some rests. And we have players that can take over. Enzo Fernandez can be replaced by Santos. Cucurella can be replaced by Josh. Josh has played at left back before. Hato is also there. Hato can also play as a fullback. We don't have a like-for-like quality for these players. We just don't. But we have players that can come in and do a good job. We can do a solid job. Like I've said, Josh Champon plays at left back and he does very well. He's a centre back naturally, but he does very well whenever he has been played at the left back or the right back position. Today he was excellent in the right back position. I don't know why we can't rest Kurela and Enzo Fernandez for games like these, because clearly they were tired. Kurela was doing his best, but he wasn't the Kurela we knew. Sometimes he couldn't track back well, and even when he decides to attack, the pace wasn't really there. He was tired, and you could tell. So yeah, the first half, even though we're dominant, we still had some issues in that half. And then the second half, Atalanta came in very, very strong. They came in with a purpose. They came in to win the game. They came in to get the goals, and they did because they pressed very, very hard, and they were the ones attacking mostly in the first half. Before I even talk about the Atalanta goal, there was a chance that James got, a very good chance that he got in the first half, where I thought he could have just made it 2-0, but he for some reason he took a shot wide. The goal was just there gaping open for him, and he hit the ball wide. A player of that quality should be scoring that. He should be scoring that, and it would have been less pressured in the second half. But unfortunately, we went to the halftime break 1-0 in the second half. Like I said, Atlanta came for blood. They were smelling blood in the waters, and they knew that they could win this game. I think they've done that before. I think one of their earlier games in the Champions League, they just like that, they were trailing in the first half. In the second half, they came alive and they won the game. So they did the same thing today, and our players didn't really have any answers for them. The first goal, cross from Deketele to find Skamaka, and Skamaka too was worrying a lot in this game, especially in the first half. I think Josh Champion was doing a very good job of keeping him quiet. James in the middle was doing very well of keeping him quiet. James was our creative force in the middle, but there's not much you can do when Enzo Fernandez is messing up just near him. So their goal came in for a beautiful cross from Deketele, and he crossed it to find Skamaka, who headed it downwards. So Sanchez couldn't really do much about it, and they equalized 1-1. And then, yeah, after that, they were still pressed. Even before that, they had a goal disallowed. It was offside, it was disallowed. So that was the warning sign that this half wasn't going to be an easy half. For some reason, they didn't take the warning signs. And when the cross came in, Fofana and was it Badiashile or Josh? I don't remember who the defenders were, but the defenders were just there walking. They were passive. I don't understand why nobody went for that header. They just left Skamaka, and it was a free header, and he scored. Shortly after, Fofana was injured. I feel like that too should have been a red card. I think Fofana made a challenge, and then Skamaka stuck his foot out to hit his face, and I think it's hit his eye or something, and he couldn't continue. So first of all, I don't understand why. I mean, I understand, but at the same time, why do you take Chalova off? I don't know why he took Chalova off, because it was a yellow card, so maybe he was afraid that he was going to get a red card, so he took him off and brought Fofana. And Fofana came on and then got that injury. And then when you're taking Fofana off, he brought on Tosin. So before that, he had already brought on Gusto to change Enzo Fernandez, and I think he had brought on Garnacho for Pedro Neto. You want to score a goal, right? You want to score a goal. It's 1-1, and you need to score. Why did you bring Gusto and put him in the midfield? At a point, he had 6 defensive players on the pitch when we wanted to score. Why do you put Gusto in the midfield? So you've now given Gusto the task of creating chances when Enzo Fernandez himself was not even able to create chances. And Santos is far better. Santos is far better at creating chances. Why didn't you bring Santos on? And then you also keep the Champon right back, a natural centre back. Why didn't he move Joshua Champon to centre back to pair with Badiashile, and then move Gusto to the right back position rather? That would have been so much better. That would have made so much sense. I don't know why he decided to put Gusto in the midfield, and that just killed our momentum going forward. I don't understand why. And he brought Tosin to come back into the central defensive role. I don't understand why he still trusts Tosin. It doesn't make sense to me with all the issues that he has done. And even the goal, their second goal, it was Tosin. It started from a Tosin silly free kick. There was a silly free kick that was given away by Tosin, and then because of that, Tosin was now left out of position, and then they were able to take that free kick quickly, and the Ketele was able to run into the box unopposed, unmarked, and he took a very good shot that was deflected off Cucurella, and it was a very slight deflection. I think it was still going to go in whether it deflected or not, because it was a very slight deflection. It didn't really change the position of the ball that much, but Sanchez got a hand to it, but it was too powerful and it went in, and they took the lead 2-1. And me, with this loss, the person I blame the most is Maresca. Some of his changes in this game was just poor. Some of his tactical decisions in this game was just so poor. I don't know whether he's afraid to make some of these decisions. He's comfortable with just defending a goal or comfortable with defending a draw. I just don't get it. This is the game where we could have won and solidified our place in the top 8, but now we have to make things difficult for ourselves. We have to win against Pafos, we have to win against Napoli too as well, so be able to guarantee any spot in the top 8 and avoid the playoffs. It's been a tough December. It's been a tough December for us, and it's only going to get tougher because the matchups that we have coming up, it's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. The easier ones were the ones that were supposed to win, and we couldn't win. We couldn't win against these. Couldn't win against Bournemouth. Couldn't win against Atalanta. So what are we going to do against the rest of the teams that are coming up? And it's difficult to understand sometimes why they perform this badly in this month. And there are serious questions that need to be raised about how Maresca is managing this team. How can you beat Barcelona convincingly in the Champions League and then just capitulate in the remaining matches? Since that game, we've not won any game. I also don't understand why he didn't bring Esteval on. Esteval was on the bench, Hato was on the bench, Q was on the bench. None of these players came on. This man, I just don't know. We have to ask questions about him. Yes, he's won us the Club World Cup, he's won us the Conference League, but with the way things are going, it's just going to make our season very, very difficult. It's going to make our top 4 chances very difficult to attain. And I'm not saying that we need to sack him. No, I don't think he deserves to go yet, but the ownership needs to sit him down and ask him serious questions. They need to really give him some ultimatum, like, you need to get us to this point at this time or else you are gone, something like that, because it seems like he's just making too many experiments, and the experiments are not working well, and they are rather losing us or drawing us games, and that needs to stop. It really needs to stop now. Yeah, that's been my review of the game. I'm not really feeling that well. That's why probably my mood is down. Chelsea also lost, so it has even made the mood even worse. I mean, let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below about the game. What do you think about our December woes? Will it get any better? Will it get any better? What do you think about Maresca's changes sometimes? What do you think about a champion's performance today? Fantastic performance from him. He was very, very solid, very good. And he should be playing more games. He should be starting more games. Like I said, instead of bringing Tosin on in games, put Joshua Champ on there. I mean, things will go well for us. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you've not subscribed yet, kindly subscribe and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it too, it's fine. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, stay safe.